I don't think y'all understand. We have OP niggas in anime like Aizen, Gojo, Madara, Kid Buu, Kaguya, yes that one, and they all menaces in their own way. But let me tell you, there was a time in the early 2010s when someone in Sonic fandom said, F all those villains, man. Let me show you who the real deal is. Let me show you who the unstoppable god Nazo is, man. Let's go. Whoa. So shout out to Chakra X, of course, link down below in the description. Y'all should know by now. He's the one that made the Nazo series and stuff. But thank you for making my childhood, because when I first discovered this back then, man, this changed my life. Because I didn't know how hard Sonic villains could go like that. Even though now, okay, here's the thing too. He's not really canon to the Sonic, games and stuff like that, TV shows. He's like a fan-made character, so he's not canon. But damn, the fan creations gonna tell you that, man. Hey, you see all these different fan arts, fan videos. He changed the whole Sonic fandom on the internet, especially people's childhoods, including mine. So let me tell you how this nigga Nazo was not to be with, you know what I'm saying? But the whole thing starts off with Nazo appearing with the Chaos Emeralds on top of quote-unquote Knuckles Chaos Emerald and stole that shit and then just destroyed the city on some Majin Buu shit. And literally that's how he first came in, and yeah, he eviscerated niggas, so I'm already like, this nigga not to be fucked with. So also, by the way, his design is simple but nice, low-key, like a metal cooler if he was a Sonic character type shit. After the entrance, they show us the characters we all know and love, the Sonic trio. And yeah, I love how he tried to recreate the Sonic Heroes intro. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying, when they grab each other and start running, that was dope. So the trio shows up at the DBZ desert, and trying to find the emeralds. And boom, here goes that man, the myth, legend, Nazo again. And off the bat, Knuckles tried to sneak this nigga. Got dealt with like that, but I thought he was him. And it didn't take much for Sonic to, start fighting this nigga. He see a villain, someone that stole the shit. Yeah, he's like, let's get straight to it. And they started doing Key Blast War. They doing Dragon Ball all the time. By the way, this is also, I'm pretty sure it's heavily influenced by Dragon Ball with the, the voices and like, the way they fight. So if I reference Dragon Ball a lot, you'll see why. But yeah, they was going back and forth, and low-key they started teasing each other a little bit, and cause Sonic foot stumped that nigga, and then does like, he doing smash and shit, he does that and started talking this shit, of course, classic Sonic. Then he returned the favor and added a blast right after that, cause Nazo said, yeah, you got me honestly, it's crazy because Sonic would have been done this, because if it wasn't for Tails and Knuckles watching, like, do something, god damn it, why y'all just watching? I'm sorry, alright Knuckles, because you're knocked out, sneaking nigga got dealt with niggas, so Knuckles knocked out, Tails watching, and just Sonic versus Nazo 1v1. Thankfully, Shadow comes and saves Sonic, decides to be a hero for Sonic and saves him for once, and also wanted to smoke Nazo, so here they go. Not gonna lie, these events have me shook and laughing as a child, and even now. It was a nice start and a fair fight until Shadow and taps into his inner hood nigga senses and pulls out a blicky out on this nigga like, nigga, this is not 2005. You outgrown Shadow the Hedgehog phase. Jesus, let it go. But even with he still got hit. Like, nigga, don't talk shit. Shoot him, bro. Goddamn. He didn't take notes from Tails. Right after that, man, that's when Tails ain't waste no time, and he immediately shoot him with this little tool thingy that, fire key blast and stuff. And Nazo got straight to the point, flashed up behind him, and sent bro to the Fox Heaven. I mean, it was GG's from there, man. Tails was done. Look at this nigga. That nigga's dead, bro. Thanks to my prior Naruto knowledge and Dragon Ball knowledge, when this stuff happens in those animes, I know what's gonna come next. So this is one of my favorite moments in the anime and in this bit. So as you know, Sonic sees that shit, and bro, rage moments in anime, Sonic sees all the carnage, and instead of Super Sonic, no. We put our black Air Forces on, and he goes straight to Dark Sonic, Evil Sonic. Let's go! Ah! And not gonna lie, if you haven't seen my Sonic S video where he does that in there too, canonly. Also, if you want a Dark Sonic video, let me know. I'll do it for y'all. I got y'all. It was short. It was still cool that they added in this video. But shortly after, we see Super Sonic. He comes in the mix. And then they start fighting like they're in fucking Budokai Tenkaichi 3, man. By the way, the sound effects was also on point too. Be punching kicks sound like they hurt like shit, But they was both eating it, but hey, Nazo still dogging that nigga Sonic and made him go back to base form. I'm talking about E for effort type shit, but damn, you ain't really do shit. You just stay Dark Sonic. And then here goes the hood nigga Shadow, bro. Sneaking niggas like always, but guess what? He got knocked down to it, nigga. Stop playing with this nigga Nazo, bro. Who else that could do that, bro? Eggman? Hell no. Infinite? Maybe. Scourge? Well, yeah, but it doesn't matter. So fast forward a little bit, we have Super Sonic and Shadow both working together, laying down nice combos that eventually had Nazo nervous for the first time. He's looking like Sakuna out there. But hold on. I know I've been glazing Nazo and stuff, But this move from Sonic was cold as fuck. He went into outer space and spin dashed his way all the way down to kick the out of Nazo. Like, damn, nigga. And that did it for Sonic and Shadow, man. They got a rank A+. They should have been an S, damn. And everyone is fine. And then, boom. That's it, man. Sight, nigga! Nigga stole back the emerald, dipped. He left the ass and he went to Angel Island where Sonic and Shadow had to go. Just when you thought it couldn't be even harder. Here go the man Nazo transforming, and yes, here goes a new form. Talking about Dragon Ball-ish, man. We have Nazo called, hold on, but he's not just called Nazo, he's called Perfect Nazo. The new dope look, man, the raspy ass voice. Nigga stole the name from Cell and leveled the up. Sonic was getting pissed, and when Nazo trying to give his little speech of how he's like a different god at this point, he tried to pull like an Aaron and try to get an upper advantage, but nah, that nigga got sent back to Green Hill with the fat ass blast. Shadow, of course, shows an understandable look of disappointment to him and tries to show him how it's done. He even used Chaos Control, but Nazo instantly counters it with his own. I believe it's a strong version. But either way, he got his ass sent right back to where Sonic was. He blasted his ass with ease. I mean, this nigga was dogging these niggas, bro. Like, I mean, I know I've been, like I said, glazing a lot, but hey, last time I saw this in anime was Aizen versus everybody. Like, bro, them niggas could not catch a break. But also, one of my favorite moments that happened later on was the Super Rage Shadow form. I don't even know what this shit's called, but I remember that rage moment. Nigga had enough, bro. He was like, fuck all that shit, and he started raging. But nah, and he also did big ass blast. But guess what? Guess what? It didn't do shit and got sent back where Sonic was once again. Man, that really made it like Nazo was the whole brawler of the universe. Like, this shit crazy. And you see how people like it so much, cause I swear, when I was watching this, I was like, there's no way this is a new Sonic villain, bro. I thought this was real. I was freaking out like, oh my god, this is so great. Now we get to the final stages of the video, and you already know, plot had to kick in at some point. But I ain't mad at it, cause we got a moment that set new standards for the Sonic fan-made community, and something we ain't never seen before. Probably was fan-made creation before, but I don't care. This was the first time I seen it. And we see that reveal of the Shattuck the Hedgehog. And if you don't know what that is, if you're that slow, this is Sonic and Shadow fused. Now, I would like to believe that this is the Vegeta version, and when they show right here, because, you know, the name, you know, Shattuck, you know, kind of like Vegeta, and, you know, Goku, like Vegito. But also, you know, there's a thing called Sono, which I'm pretty sure is like the Gogeta of that version, because, you know, it's Sonic, then Shadow. Yeah, the fan-made community is kind of something else sometimes. But anyways, Shattuck is here, and now in his base form, it is Hyper Shattuck. They went straight to the point, skipped all the super forms and shit. Man, nah, this is the Hyper form, and this is peak, bro. Like, look at this shit. Woo! Looking like a true god, and bro, on Chakra, he knew what he was doing, man. Shout out to him. And he played Live and Learn, and them niggas charged up and got straight to boxing. They go back and forth. You are watching some Goku versus Beerus, Ichigo versus Aizen, Gojo and Sukuto. They punching and kicking, going back and forth. Oh, trust me, and it was on beat. That shit was lit. Knuckles and Tails are watching because, of course, they are. And during the fight, I think Shattuck went like mastered hyper form. Because look at that, bro. They are legit glowing like they got a star power up from Mario, bro. No one is talking shit, by the way. They are just boxing, bro. Straight hands. And I didn't even talk about the animation throughout the video because it was fan animation. It's an extremely hard thing to do. So they always have my respect for that. This portion of like this video, like, I think this is the best animation of this whole video. Because, you know, you could feel the impact. And it was so clean and polished at that, too. Man, this shit was nice. And you can tell this felt like a true DBZ inspired fight. And also, hold on. In the final moments, we get another transformation from Nazo that I don't even know what to call this form, bro. Like, thanks to him absorbing the Chaos Emeralds, he made it all negative and absorbed with him. And he was just talking this shit, man. And, but hey, I told you, this nigga Nazo don't stop. He's like Aizen, keep transforming and always find a way. And like I said, he had one of those common like anime trope where they just explain what's going on, explain like, you know, their power-ups and how they can never defeat them type shit. So it's a common thing, you know, like I said, it's heavily anime inspired. But F all that shit, we get to our final attacks. Nazo uses all the negative energy in the row, and Shattuck collects all the positive, I guess, energy, and also gets all the rings and all the hype. The music is there. We about to hit the last blast like some DBZ games, bro. And now, while this happens, we see the civilians looking on, and the other Sonic characters was watching. Now, I get it. You had to do certain characters for this video to help with, you know, the main fight. But hey, All I'm saying is it would have been a lot easier if you included, you know, the Chaotix and even Amy and Cream. Like, bro, you see what they did in Sonic X. But it's cool though, it's cool. Could have been an easy 10v1, man. They're showing the reactions. What Eggman doing there? The news people, the civilians looking, and bro, he's collecting all the energy. And also, Shattuck had to pull a Naruto and give Tails and Knuckles some hyper energy. And we get to see for the first time, I think, Hyper Tails and Knuckles, man. Oh my, it was dope. It was, you know, Knuckles was pink, Tails is like gold and shit. That was dope. And finally making use of themselves, and they assisted them with the blast. Yes, sir. Break that shit. And I'm sorry. I know I've been hard on Tails and Knuckles, but this move right here, Tails was using his smart ass brains. He was able to spin Knuckles, go behind Nazo, and threw his ass behind him. And then Knuckles legit pushed Nazo into the Shattuck blast, and then he made sure to get the fuck out of the way. Also, he'd been like Goku and Raditz, bro. Like, that was a dope move. And then with that, you see Nazo flying off to space. See my GOAT loses, unfortunately. Like I said, Plot had to kick in, but it's cool, you know what I'm saying? And then indeed, to end the fight, we see the guys, you know, finally rest, thanking each other and shit, and then we have a nice ending to the battle Sonic and Friends won. Everyone could, you know, celebrate and stuff. And yeah, that is the end of the Nazo Unleashed video, man. This shit right here, it made me feel good as a kid, because it was such an amazing thing to watch. And this was peak cinema for me back then. Hey, this and Super Mario Bros. Z, ooh, my childhood favorites, man. You already know about that. Now, I know also out there, like, the fan-made creations went a little bit overboard. I'm not sure this one actually from Chakra himself, but, like, I know people would try to, like, make Nazo come back and do, like, this extra video where Nazo returns, and then you see, like, was it a new form called, was it Chaos Nazo, where he's, like, green and stuff. And I do look cool, but, like, I didn't watch that because I didn't know if it's real or not. Even though I know Nazo isn't real in the first place, but, you know, like, I just make sure it was, like, a continuation episode from the original guy, like, Chakra. That being said, hope you enjoyed the video. This is me talking about Nazo and one of my peak childhood moments. Yeah, comment down below if you think, you know, I should talk about something else, like, maybe Sonic forms or, like, Mario. I remember something called like Mecha Mario. I could do a video about that maybe. Also, I did one back in the day, something on some Super All-Stars Bros or something like that. Yeah, that was like one of my favorite things that I discovered, I think this year or last year, one of them. Check that out, because I think the guy almost had 1 million views for that video. Check that video out, trust me, it's a peak, bro. Like, if you're a fan of Super Mario Bros. Z, you'll love that shit. So yeah, with that being said, I'm talking too much, man, and I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out, man. Oh, bye!